Greetings, mortals, and welcome back.
So today we're doing some more of the MAW thing. I'm not sure how long I'm going to be able to go today. This weekend I did bouldering, and my body is not super happy with me. It's not super unhappy with me, to be clear. It's mostly not a huge deal. But holding up my arms onto the mouse is not great for me right now. But I had a great time. It was all good. And now I need to figure out where we're going. Because I do not know where we're... Oh, yes! Okay, so we had to finish up the Snurgle stuff. That's what we needed to do. So, give me a sec. You know what, I'll just camera for now. Let me go to my thing, blah, 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 do the share thing bullshit. Making people know that you're live is gross. Ooh. I'm such a Midwesterner, blah, 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 etc., etc. Okay. Let's see if we actually have sound, actually. We do have sound. Great. Perfect. Okay. Okay. Did it? Okay, it did. We're fine. We got the embed. I'm going to pop over to this one. We're going to plop it into the Let's Play section. This I need a little bit more of a descriptor for. There's like multiple copies of my head on the left side of my screen moving out of sync with each other. Okay. Okay, so nailed it. Close Twitch. We do this. I've done the things that I'm supposed to do. I can open this up. Nope, need to move this back over to live scene. Move that to live scene. Go over to Snurgle's Iron Mines. And I did check this, and the problem is that I always forget that this NPC exists. So what probably happened is that I just jumped over the spot that they're in. So there we go. The problem is it's not that there's an item on the ground, it's that there's an NPC, and NPCs don't show up on your map at all. So that means that we can pop over with Lloyd's Beacon to Snurgle's Caverns, and we can use the key. So, the key that I'm thinking of must have been some other key. Okay, I was thinking that maybe I had to... Alright. So, do we have our buffs active? Kind of. We have 34 minutes on haste. Let's recast haste. And we're going to open this with somebody. There we go. Hey, Noop, how's it going? We're going to try to get ourselves back into this hallway just to start clearing. You know what? I don't even need to, do I? Honestly, the DPS is not high enough that I need to... I was thinking that I was going to need to clear my way into the other room, but... We've cleared the ones behind us, and we can just plow through the ones in front of us now. They do have the ability to break my gear, but it's going to get repaired over time, so... So how many... We unfortunately didn't aggro quite the whole pack. I don't know that it would have mattered that much. And that is how much of a power difference there is between where we were before and where we are now. Goddamn. We didn't even need to cast a spell. Just no need to do repositioning, no need to do shit. Just plow through them all. Hot damn. I think Snurgle was one of the runners. This is not Snurgle. Is the other one Snurgle? Where's Snurgle? Nope. One of the runners was not Snurgle. Shit. Okay. I need to track down which of these axes is Snurgles. Unless I picked it up, then it's in my inventory. It's not just in my inventory, is it? I think it's in my inventory. Where did Snurgle? Oh, there we go. Found it. Okay, it was hidden underneath another axe. We can drop the wand of static. It's fine. Let's see. Thank you, Newt. We got there eventually. Oh, right. Yeah, I'm in range of hostiles. We've been unable to locate Rockland anywhere. Okay. Oh, shit. Hi. I have forgotten that dwarf trick. What the fuck? Okay, we're fine. Probably. How funny would it be if I died here and had to redo it? Okay, we're fine. It's Fire Blast. We already have it. We have a Dwarven Axe of Flame. And we have 10 to all resistance gauntlets, which isn't terrible. 20 cold resistance. I think I'm going to go with the 40 endurance. Get rid of that in favor of this. And we have the glowing dinosaur bones, and we hella outie. Okay, so we finished here. We have a couple of things that means that we need to do. First thing, we need to go back to like Iron Fist proper and replace this thing. I guess it doesn't matter, does it? Because I'm not going to be able to use this after this point anyway, am I? But I need to go back there anyway because I need to turn in the hero quest, I think. I don't think I did it, right? I haven't done it yet. So we're going to turn in the hero quest, and we will... the fuck? Why is there a dragon statue out here? What? Why is this here? What is this? I don't know. Okay, heroes, let's go. And High Council, blah, blah, blah. What time is it? It is July, so we still have a month to go. We're going to just drop a Lloyd's Beacon here anyway. We're not going to be able to probably use it too much, because the next place that we go, I think, is going to override it. Unless we go to Thanger. Hey, Live Forever Never. We're going to Bootleg Bay. We're going to recast our thing for this place. Our beacon for Lloyd's is going to get beacon for Lloyd's. That's definitely how that works. So we've got everybody promoted up. I don't know what we get out of the promotion. I think that it increases the effect that Mastery does. Maybe. Let's say we have 400 AC, which is 53% damage reduction. Not too shabby. Let's see. And now I need to figure out where we're going. So we just cleared out Mire the Damned. Creekspire. We need to go to Creekspire. We haven't done Creekspire yet. So, but before we can do Creekspire, we actually do have to do some other things. So we need to go to Freehaven. We need to talk to Slickertug or whatever his name is. Okay. Plop back to Castle Iron Fist. Talk to you. Okay. Easy peasy. Now, what time is it? 7 a.m. We need to remove weakness. And we have finished this section. Next on our agenda is, I guess, selling stuff. Presumably. The selling prospect is going to be a little horrifying, but that's okay. So I think I am going to equip Hades for now. 690 DPS, jeez. Let's see here. I can at the very least sell the steel plate. We can sell the chain. So let's plop it here. And yeah, let's just do some inventory management. Just get it done. We can enchant this. I don't need to. 30%. Is that better than what I have right now? I'm not sure. Okay, so luck. Just boring stuff. I also need to go train my skill. 21 poison resistance. This is 37 in fire. This is a godly amount of... Okay, let's equip this for now. Until we're dealing with people who are using electricity at any rate. We can pop over here. This is closed. Okay, we'll have to go back to that once we've finished. We can go to 24 to 60 damage. And 25 fire resistance. It's not bad. We have so many rings now. Like, goddamn. Let's see. This is good. This gives basically like 30 endurance. The HP region, I think, is largely irrelevant at this point. Let's see. Oof. My inventory situation is moderately horrifying. Let's go over to the weaponsmith. We will sell this. Let's just sell all the dwarven axes at the very least. I'm tempted to just sell this. I'm going to keep the Death Mace of the Gods, maybe. I have 3 party members, none of whom want to equip it right this second. is that sufficiently good indication that nobody needs that? No, because this person is currently using a spear. So this is... Oh, wow, the mace jumps the damage by so much. Because spear isn't even expert yet. Right, so I need to pop over, grab spear expertise in Mist. Is that you? No. You? Yes. And then we can pop over and grab both spear and axe mastery. Okay. This is very expensive, but... Oh, I can't give them both axe because only one of them has it. Alright, so we... 740 DPS. The story with the half-beard is that I did it to mirror a character that I made in, like, Dark Souls or something. I don't even remember. But I then unironically just kind of enjoyed it. I just liked the look. I like asymmetrical things. I played too many Final Fantasy games as a kid. So, and unlike most things that I would do with my facial hair, my wife didn't veto it. So, since my wife didn't veto it, I kept it. And that was a while ago now. I might eventually get sick of it, but I haven't yet. And it has actually contributed to me finally starting to pay attention to, like, my my appearance. So, like, I've started to actually be like, okay, well, maybe I should, like, swap out some of my old, graphic t-shirts that I bought in my mid-20s that I've kept for the last 12 years and replace them with something else that I'll wear for 12 years. Like, because I basically have, like, a bunch of stuff that I've always kind of just settled on wearing because I haven't really cared. And so I'm basically contemplating just swapping to stuff that the aesthetic is more, like, deliberately chosen. So this is a huge AC difference. So this is going to be interesting. I think we'll probably swap to the mace on certain circumstances, but the AC changes are very good. Like, the just the physical damage reduction of equipping this spear means that for physical targets, this is 100% worth it on physical targets that there's a lot of. This actually puts this leather user's AC on par with this plate user's, which is pretty impressive. And obviously, this person could equip a spear, and that jumps them up to 300. So, well played, I think. The mace it's going to depend, right? So, for groups where I'm fighting a lot of physical attackers, so for groups where I'm fighting physical attackers, I think that the spear is better because there's not going to be very many physical attackers that that I'm not fighting a swarm of at this point. And if you're fighting a swarm, the paralysis isn't as important. So I think that from that perspective, I think that it will be very useful. But with pretty much anything else, I would say that the mace is pretty significantly ahead. But it just depends on what you're dealing with. Obviously, if I was dealing with, like, a Cuisinart, the mace is probably better. But the other thing is that I really don't like RNG. I like to like progress out of having to use RNG as much as possible. So moving out of the mace, unless I don't have anything better to equip. Like as an example, I think that it would be pretty much purely optimal to use a mace on Ashcore. It would do less DPS, but probably not by that much. We'll find out. Let me take a look at this. Yeah, we deal pretty substantial reduction to DPS there, but not anything that's like... It's not like it's halving my DPS or anything like that. It's not making Ashcore's DPS on par with the other people. But I'm trying to transition out of that as I get further into the game. Because as I get further and further into the game, I should need to rely on the paralysis less and less. That's my basic thought process there. So, because I just like to get into, the punchy punch fights when I can. It's like transitioning from having a very skill-based play where you're trying to like get by despite the fact that your characters cannot survive the encounters in the early game. Oh shit, that's 29 poison. And transitioning into the late game into, okay, I've now built up these characters over the entire game. They should be able to handle themselves. Yeah, it is. There's a lot of like insert characters in here that are all evil. All the self-inserts are bad. I guess not all of them. I guess the day-to-day workers are just peasants. They're not the monsters. But yeah, the management team being goblins, I think, is a good. Ooh, don't think I need this for right now. Can sell this. This is such a good ring. I am gonna sell this. I am gonna sell this. Sell this. Sell the books. Oh right, we have this Ancient Scarebringer of the Sky that I just fully don't need or care about really. I'll hold on to it just in case I need like a shit ton of endurance or luck for some check somewhere, but probably not. Let's see. I guess it does have a lot of luck, and luck is useful for. So I'll take a look and see if anybody. I tend to forget that I'm on a mod that dramatically improves the value for a lot of things. I didn't even know you could get shielding on rings. Let's see. Electric resistance plus 20. Armor class 16. Dark we don't have. 25 speed. I'm just going to sell. Increases the effect of all earth spells. Don't think I need that. Fire spells again. We still don't have any of these for the self magics, which is kind of funny. Don't think I need this one. I don't need this. Don't need this. I'm just gonna get rid of this. This is interesting. Hold on to this. This is an okay amount of stats, but it's just pure stats ring. So 15 endurance, 12 might, 27 hit. This is not terrible. I'm going to hold on to it for right this moment, but it's probably a mistake and I should just get rid of it. And let's see, anything else that I need to do? Okay. We have gotten through a pretty good amount of our garbage. Not all our garbage, but a good amount of garbage has been gotten through. We're never going to get to use these decks of fate. Let's see here. So this is 35 luck. Like, I guess it's probably worth it over this, right? There we go. Yeah, this is probably a substantial boost. 62 HP. Intelligence is my current stat that I'm bumping there. We have Athena, we have fire, we have earth, we have air, we have the thing protection, we have power. Do we not have the water thing? Okay, so this is 29%. Where's that other crown? Did I sell it? No, it wasn't a crown, it was a hat. So this gives me a bit of luck. This gives me accuracy and cold resistance. I kind of like the cold resistance. There's a lot of it, right? It's a lot of cold resistance. I'm going to hold on to the cold resistance thing for right now. Okay. This is 5 cold resists. There we go. So we got a pretty sizable upgrade there. Alright, let's do some enchanting. I'm going to actually put this in your inventory and see if 5 speed and accuracy and 8 fire resistance. Increased rate of recovery. The speed one isn't that great, honestly. I'm going to put the electric resistance one in place of the speed one, I think. Sorry, not the electric. I put the AC one instead. Yeah, it's fine. This is actually tempting. It's only 12 might, though. 12 might's not a ton of might. What's your thing? Sleep and unconsciousness. I don't think I'm going to be dealing with sleep and unconsciousness right this second. So, actually, yes, I can remove... the necklace. And where's your actual necklace? Did I not save your necklace? Bullshit. Okay, whoops, that's the right direction. Okay, fire. Oh, death threat eradication immunity and +5 levels that I have here in this ring. That's pretty solid too. 2 for selling. Put over here for a thing. Chant. A lot of electric resistance on this. Chant. It's only 20. Hey Malika, how's it going? We're doing the ever popular inventory management. Actually, this is just a straight up upgrade, except it's not the best person to equip it. Let's see. Let's put the electric resistance one here. purposes. And we don't need the sleep and unconscious immunity at this exact moment, so we will plop this over here. And that should be fine. That doubles our poison resistance. Yeah, I've been seeing all of the posts over there about the merge mod. This looks exciting. Looks very cool. 2-2. At some point, I should start investing into my actual DPS stats. What I should really do at some point is actually go pure DPS on Ashcore and just see what it looks like if I just dump all of the might and all of the speed and luck onto Ash. I don't have anything that is that crazy, so... Did not enchant this. This, which I don't know that we need right now. Alright, 10 AC is not terrible, but we're going to get rid of it. Did I put all this in the right inventory? I guess so. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not even going to look. It's fine. Okay. Whew. So. We do have quite a lot of gold. There is a lot of gold to be had. I don't have a ton of spells. Like, I'm not picking up the full spell list for everybody. So since I'm not picking up full spell list for people, I'm just picking up like the ones that I'm particularly interested in. I really do have a substantially larger amount of gold to play with. I also haven't picked up things like Power Cure yet on these two, which I should probably try to do now. Let's pop over to Freehaven. Let's see if we can pick up Power Cure. If we can pick up another couple of copies of Power Cure, it probably won't make too big of a difference, honestly, because I just don't have enough body magic for it to be really worth it. It's Power Cure is a spell that feels like it should be very powerful, but is very rarely worth casting. So its primary utility, from my perspective, is to when you have like a paladin who has nothing to do with any of their mana in the late game. Being able to just like toss out a Power Cure can be useful. You know, I thought I was level 77 and could train to level 78. I have 8 levels. Why are you so high level? Wait, what happened with you? How did you get to 76? Why is everybody else so low level? What happened? Did I not train? Oh, the power. Yes, there we go. Thank you, Live Forever and Ever. I completely forgot that the power thing does, in fact, make your level stat go up, because I never get an item of power. They're so goddamn rare. They're so rare. Okay, so we now have to decide where we're heading next. We can either go... We could do Dragon Sand... No, we're going to Kriegspire, right? I think we fully established we're going to Kriegspire. So, can I take a train there? Yes, these are trains. not horses. It's Blackshire. So we're going to pop over to Kriegspire next. We'll see how that goes. Winter has gone on for definitely far too long. You don't think Dragon Sands is doable? Oh, ye of little faith. I'm tempted to go to Dragon Sands just because you said that, but I'm not going to. We're going to be good. We're going to go to Kriegspire and get Winter over. Let's see. Devil's Outpost, Superior Temple, Ba. Actually, I do need to... I'm going to do this now, because I think I might need 6 Perception instead of 4 Expert. I might need 6. I'm going to just pick up Master Perception right now, so we are going to train. We're not going to train here, though. I guess we'll train in Blackshire. Boop. Allegedly. Okay, we're fine. Okay, so skills. Are we just going to keep doing those two? It's a little tempting to get my mastery up as well. First things first, we are getting to Perception Expert, and we can get that on everybody if we want. Yeah, but you can fly in Dragon Sands. So it's not terribly difficult to manipulate the dragons into a position that's appropriate for them. It's just time consuming to do it. It'll be better to do Dragon Sand when I'm more powerful so that I can do a bit more brute force of it as opposed to having to single pull every dragon. Like, obviously the Shrine of the Gods or whatever it is probably not something I'm going to be brute forcing. But if I can brute force the average pack of 3 dragons, it'll make things go substantially faster and feel a lot cooler and make things feel very different than Paradise Valley. Because in Paradise Valley, I had to like single pull all of the dragons, and it's just a whole nuisance. So we have leather, so we're going to get plate up to mastery, which we haven't gotten yet. Let's do that with everybody. Perfect. So that will allow us to get plate mastery. We don't need sword with you because we're not dual wielding. And we could get meditation up to mastery if we want. We should probably pump our mastery up. I'm going to get everybody's mastery to 10. And do I want to bother getting meditation up with you? As opposed to getting... Let's see. I could do bodybuilding. I'm going to probably hold off on doing more bodybuilding for now. Mastery for Ash increases the modifier to damage that comes from the mastery effect. So basically, Ash lifesteals from himself with every attack when he's above 40% life and converts that into damage, right? So that's a pretty cool mechanic. So that it increases the damage output of that effect. But in addition, when you're below 40%, you get some lifesteal for your next 2 attacks. So it also increases the lifesteal when you get low on life. So it simultaneously increases the damage when high life and increases the damage and increases the lifesteal to get back up to high life when you're low on life. So it's a fairly cool mechanic. And it might actually be more efficient. The only issue is that the lifesteal for Ash, I don't think is a very significant portion of his healing input, because the leech is halved. from the difficulty setting. So I'm debating going with just the classic stuff for now. But we've been hitting pretty hard. So it's debatable. I'm thinking that maybe I'll get to 20 and then I'll pump mastery to 15. I think that's how I'm going to do this. So let's get our main hand up. And do we do meditation? I think I'm probably not going to bother with meditation yet. So it is a very good idea for me to get my bodybuilding higher. A little bit of extra bodybuilding goes a long way. And a lot of extra bodybuilding, like I'm spending a huge amount of skill points over on weapon skills and magic skills right now. The bodybuilding points would be way more efficient. Maybe not for Nalira, because every point that I put in for Nalira is going to reduce the cost of the next things. And there's a lot of skills to play with here. So it might be more valuable for Nalira. Yeah, Nalira still has Mastery 1. I thought that I had gotten that up already. That's very funny. We'll definitely do Mastery next for Nalira. I just noticed that. It's just so hard to not take the thing that drops the skill point cost for the other things down to 2. You know what I mean? Getting something up to 17 for 2 skill points is so insane. And we didn't get our meditation up. Perfect. Actually, we have all these horseshoes. I'm gonna use those to get mastery a little higher. Oh, the other reason that I didn't think about mastery for a while was the fact that I wasn't even sure that we were going to be able to promote. So I wasn't that concerned about it. So let's see here. Save the game again. And we have what to do now. You have so much HP. Is that because of just endurance? So that's 100 endurance worth of HP right there. A 50% increase. That is very solid. There's 35 coming from items, which is basically nothing. That's very solid. This is very good. The endurance changes are clutch. Let's see. I should probably invest in more endurance on some of these characters because I have all these really big endurance ticket items, which I should definitely take advantage of. There we go. We've got our mastery to 4. And now I think that we can go to Freehaven again. Bet you thought I'd forget to go get Plate Mastery, huh? We're going to get Plate Mastery. That will give us a little bit of a recovery boost. It'll also give us a pretty sizable boost to our armor class. That's like plus 20 AC. 20 AC is not bad. Go. So we've got 432 AC. That gives us 55% damage reduction to physical. Not too shabby. And did that also increase our resists? Yeah, it gives us another plus 10 to all resists, which isn't bad either. So that is all solid. And that is in addition to the fact that it also means that these attacks can miss more frequently as well. So that is the wrong spell. I was already flying. We're going to town portal up to... oh, wait. Actually, no. It's a different day now. Is it Sunday? It's not Sunday. We're going to check the west one, I think, is the one that it would be, because... Perfect. We have access to Creekspire right now. So we're going to save this under... We already have a Dunmore save. Let's call this Dunnermore. I didn't pick up Power Cure, no. I should probably try that again since it has been a week. We do have another copy. So who has what spells right now? We have... I'll plop it onto this Solly. Again, not going to be like a huge deal. I'm not anticipating using it too much on that character. Mana efficiency is much more important on those characters than it usually is for my paladins. But we'll see how things go. Wouldn't it be nice if I had access to dark magic, huh? Let's see. Anything else that I need to cast? You shouldn't be casting Protection for Poison. You're garbage at it. Grab Quest. Yes, that's the thing I can do. Cast Day of the Gods. Cast Fly. Vaguely important spell. So now's the point where we lose access to teleporting straight to Iron Fist, I believe. The egg, yes. Okay. So save it up. And we I didn't get Master Perception. God damn it. That's fine. It's not a big deal. I think 7 experts should be enough for what I need. I guess we'll find out. So we've got some Earth Spirits. I guess I should probably cast Thinger, huh? Also, that was an instant death spell coming my way, wasn't it? Hello, Minotaur King. You might not have the ability to insta-give me with... Oh god. I'm gonna go ahead and cast Power Cure. Your melee attacks, but you can certainly insta-give me with your spell. Wizard Eye, what madness is this? So, okay. We should be chill here. I am surprised that worked out as well as it did. We're starting to get a little out of control. Let's see here. You know, just a little bit out of control. I'm going to chase this down. We can do the... we can do the Devil's Stronghold if we want first. We can try to do Superior Temple of Ba first if we want. And I'm tempted to just clear the exterior area first, honestly. I have a lot of options. I think I'm just gonna clear the temple. Let's pop in here. Level 46 to 57. The first room just has a bunch of nobodies. Oh, they're called bishops, which is not, I don't think, the same name. That is a lot of money. Holy shit. Oh, okay, yeah, you're level 70 enemies. Slightly stronger than I gave them credit for just now. And okay, we can open this. That's good. There are 5 dungeons here. Yeah, there's quite a lot of dungeons in this zone. It busy. We have Grand Druids, which are always a pain in the ass. You know what? I am going to... I shouldn't have bothered. I should have... Alright. 925, not too shabby. Couple garbage swords. Let's see. I'm gonna go back to this main room and check this door over here again. I really hope that I don't need mastery to get into a room that people don't. I don't think I need mastery to get into any of the rooms. Bawhead 2. Let's see. Okay. I could get to the other side of that door. Spyro then, each head, talk to Bar, or you'll be dead. So, we're gonna have a really big room in the middle to deal with. This is a fairly large room as well. How are we doing on... You are eligible to train to level 80. I'm level 84. Let's see. Haste has 3 hours left. I'm gonna pop in here. Okay. So this zone I'm not anticipating having too much difficulty with. And by this zone I do mean this dungeon zone. This zone I think is probably going to be pretty chill. We might end up getting... We're probably going to end up getting mana drained by the end of this. I should probably do the big room before I clear too much of the dungeon, actually. Because the big room is the place that I'm most likely to get drained, and if I get mana drained, I'd like to get it done early so that I can then explore the rest of the dungeon and get my mana back. It doesn't matter as much for this party, really. Because my most important spellcaster regenerates, like, in one fight. So I am just going to be diving people for now. We also have fairly high stats and fairly high resists, so the chance of getting hit with like an insanity proc and things like that is going to be substantially reduced just by how crazy our stats are right now. How are we doing? I can recast that if I want. Should I just dive? Should I just be super cocky? I'm gonna be super cocky and just dive. I think this is a very bad idea. I haven't saved, so this is... I don't remember whether the enemies downstairs can start beating on me. Dive. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, and I also... Guardian Angel. Let's go. Alright, this is very dangerous. We're getting hit by the entire pack. But we're okay. They stand no chance. There we go. There we go. So, next on our agenda is just popping up here. We're going to clear this out. We should hopefully now have a free spot. Yes, we do. So, now we can save. And now that we can save, we can start dicking around seriously. We'll pop an hour of power down. And... Jesus. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and power cure. Okay. So we're now in a position where we have not a lot of resources. So we're going to plop back over to the rest of the area, clear out a couple of small packs to regen resources, and then come back. Let's see. Okay. Bye. Hey, buddies. There's another one that fell down. I'm just going to jump down to the pit. And we will rotate through the trap. I don't know how big of a deal this trap's going to be. I know the trap gets kind of crazy as you progress in. But it is my hope. Jumped over most of them. Jumped straight into those. Nailed it. And we could just keep on keeping on. At least the sparks don't home. Could you imagine if the sparks were homing in on me? So, I had actually forgotten that there don't seem to be any enemies in this at all. I guess I would have gone in anyway, because I'm on a mod, so I don't know if there's anything in here in the mod. Oh, there are! Perfect. Ooh, Solman's bodyguard, huh? Hello, Solman. Okay, the bodyguard is parried. Hello, Solman. Solman's parried. And the bodyguard's parried. Let's go. Ooh, we got an artifact. Let's go. Got Starburst, which we didn't have before. Let's go ahead and purge our insanity. Not super important to do, but I like to do so. Especially because we're about to head over to a place that is going to reapply it, but that's fine. It's all fine. So... I'm going to walk to the north. Try to get to a save point. GG. I will just head over to this other room then. And I'm going to save the game before I look at the artifact that I just got. Just because that's how I want to do it. Okay, we have the one door that we can't open yet. There, we're in the green. Perfect. So let's take a look at this artifact that we just picked up. Is this hammer the artifact? Oh, it's Merlin. Okay, so this is swiftness and 40 spell points. Not terribly interesting, but it's at least of swiftness, I guess. Okay. It's very funny to think that was a critical heal. Oh god, there's so many here. This is so dangerous. Oh, this is such a bad idea. Such a bad idea. Oh god. Oh no! I got mono-drained after the two people who lifesteal were down. The timing on the first mono-drain I'm subjected to. Oh my god. What a troll. What troll timing is this? Oh my goodness. That was funny. We are going to pop down here. I think I am just going to dive into one of these. This is not the corner I should have gone for. Okay. This is not the corner you were looking for. Okay, everybody's insane again. We're going to recast Guardian Angel. And we're going to pop over here. There we go. Easy peasy. And the problem is that when we try to tag these, we're going to be aggroing the ones up top again. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to ignore the rest of this room for now and do what I should have done. Because what I should have done was just come in through the other entrance. But I'm fairly happy that I got this group down. Getting this group down matters. Now we pretty much just have the ones that are rotating the other direction over there. I could just dive down on them. Should I just dive down on them? You know, they are all nicely packed together. I think I will. I'm just going to dive in on them. This is a bad idea. Because I'm going to be getting tagged from the ones up top as well. And I don't have to deal with that if I do it the other way around. Okay, so we've now cleared the bottom area completely. Bum, bum. Save it up. Let's go. Now, we're going to pop down here. How are we on? I'm gonna recast haste manually. The Lone Grand Druid, bunch of gongs. Okay, it's dark. I don't think I have the key for this. I might actually have the key for this. I don't think so. No. Hello. How many times can I spawn here? Do you just spawn the once? Okay. Cannot save yet. Popping north to check this. I don't think I can open the door from this side either. And we can just dive in from there. We're going to go through this door. But we're not doing it yet, because I think that's the door that leads to that room. Okay, kill the monodrainers. But yeah, I do think that I'm at the point where I'm going to start fighting things like dragons soon on the reg, and just enemies generally that do energy damage. So I think that rather than artificially limit myself and rely on getting endurance gear later, I think I'm going to probably try to get my bodybuilding to 12 with everybody next. Because I can get my mitigation up, and that's great. But most of my mitigation effects don't really apply to the most powerful enemies I'll be facing. No. I'm just going to clear out some more of these things. It's all well and good to have mitigation, and it's all well and good to have lifesteal. And just healing throughput generally. But at the end of the day, you do need to have the max HP to actually utilize those other stats. It's critically important. Oh, you the Keymaster. Ooh, it's an antique. Okay. Hey, Astro Kitty, how's it going? Just in time for me to start clicking on MAW heads. Do the MAW heads reduce my stats? Now that I think about it. Do I, like, lose int when I do this? I don't remember. Just lose reputation, which is not super relevant. Okay. We've already done our saintly reputation stuff, so we don't really need to worry about reaching reputation things. And the fact that we don't have to, like, pair this with other stuff is nice as well. Like, normally we would be needing to, like, wait on this until we can pair it with all the other turn-ins for all the quests that reduce my reputation to get my reputation down to negative 1,000. And we don't have to worry about that in this run, because 2 minutes! Yeah, I think it's the head and main room at this point. Okay, I think we're fine. Wow. 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 The one that got away. Okay, Dunbar. Not Dunbar, I stand corrected. Alright, easy peasy. I think that's most of the dungeon. I don't think it's quite all the dungeon, but I think it's most of it. I'm gonna grab the cauldrons here. And we get 50,000 EXP. That is just so much EXP. Alright. Easy peasy. Now we just pop over to the west side here. Our reputation has gone all the way down to honorable. And I'm thinking of the artifact in the other game. Did I actually figure out? Yeah, it was Merlin. I was like, wait, did I actually figure out what that artifact that just dropped was? Let's see. So I need to figure out where the hole is to get into there. Is it on this wall? Yes. Alright, I didn't remember this was here. Hello? Hello? They hung up before they even said anything. Can't save now. Whoops. I should probably... probably be pulling out just in case, actually, because I potentially just screwed up my save. I need to back out. Oh boy. Oh boy. Hello? Hello? Who is this? Okay, you're outside? Are you outside? I think they're just saying Bakwa over and over again, and I don't know why. Let's see here. I don't see how it's related to whatever the hell they're trying to say. Let's see. Hello? What's it? Okay. We got there. Eventually I figured out what the hell that person was trying to say to me. Let's see. I think that they were speaking in a mixture of Chinese and English at first because they just assumed that I was Chinese. Which does not work great. Does not work great. Yeah. Indeed. Well, look, I am technically a Floridian, so it wouldn't be that surprising given the way that Florida's been going. Ah, yes. We've decided that if you've ever been a resident of Florida, we have the right to conscript you to join DeSantis's private army. Let's see. But no, it's just a delivery person who was trying to tell me that they were delivering something in a half an hour for some reason. And I don't know. I think that part of it has to do with a combination of accent and really garbage audio quality from the mic. Because I think it's someone in a truck with the phone on speakerphone or something like that. And then the truck is probably open, so you've got the audio from the road coming in. So it's just one of those things where it's what words are happening right now? Like I just on the second conversation there, the first time I picked up, they said nothing. The second time I picked up, most of it just sounded like gibberish to me, and I tried to make out what they were saying, and eventually I just gave up. And then the third time we finally got there, but it is harder than it needs to be to communicate sometimes. Let's see here. I think Singapore is probably one of the only places on Earth where, maybe not one of the only, but it's fairly unique from my perspective as a place where the ethnic majority are the least able to communicate in the native tongue of the country, because the ethnic majority speaks their own dialect that's separate from the country's like normal language. So it'd be like if you were in Florida and like in Florida there's like a very strong mix of Spanish and English. But like it would be basically like if all of the people in Florida who like all the white people who can't speak Spanish in Florida, if all of those people were like not able to speak English, it's like if they were all speaking Spanish. I guess it might be like the Quebecois actually, to a degree. Right, like so. I think that it might have like the relationship like linguistically that Chinese people in Singapore have with the way that they interact with communication might be similar to like a Quebecois anywhere else in Canada, right? Where it's like, okay, you primarily speak this unique dialect that no other person on Earth speaks as your dominant like thing, because my understanding is that like Quebecois French is completely incomprehensible to anyone outside of Quebec. That's my understanding. I'm not super, never been there. This is just my understanding. I do have relatives who lived there for many years, but there we go. There's like 3 enemies just sitting in this room here. Nailed it. Anyway, it's a very bizarre situation. Very bizarre. It's gonna be really embarrassing if the delivery guy shows up and he's Malay, not Chinese at all. I don't think that's likely. Let's see here. We are all set. So we finished up this, and we're now ready to pop forward. What does this do? Oh, that gives me 5 elemental resistance permanent and just murders me. That would be... Honestly, I wouldn't be able to tell. If he was, I'd just assume that he's white or whatchamacallit, Malay. I mean, if he started speaking to me in Spanish, that would do it. That would, though not even really. There's plenty of people here who speak Spanish. I would not be terribly surprised if someone showed up to my door, saw me, and said to themselves, "Ah, yes, I have just the language to speak to this person in. I'm going to start speaking to them in Spanish." Not because I actually look like someone who speaks Spanish, to be clear, but because people get strange ideas about what nationality I am that don't really make a ton of sense. People hear my accent and they don't think American for some reason. And in most places in the world, when people hear my accent, they think, okay, you're Canadian, right? Because I'm not currently trying to give them a Bible. They think I'm Canadian instead of American. And yes, that is a stereotype about Americans that's very strong, especially among Europeans. I remember when I was in... everywhere that I've ever been overseas, there have been some people that I've talked to who were like, oh yeah, I didn't think you were American at first because you couldn't be an American. You weren't in the process of trying to convert me to your religion when we were talking. So how could you be an American? Which, is certainly a thing. For a while, I was of the general opinion that a lot of Americans overseas just kind of pretend to be Canadian because it's just easier. It's just easier. There's convenience to being an American, legally and socially in situations where status matters more than sociability, if that makes any sense. Oh shit, someone's got some dye. I didn't notice that. We're gonna go all the way out. Cast that power cure. Whew, shit, they are fast. They fast moving. But it is definitely a thing where people are like, people are more on edge when there's an American in the room. Is the way that I would describe it. Is people just get put on edge with an American in the room because Americans are, it's kind of scary. It's just the thing. It's just the thing. Americans have a reputation. Everybody has a reputation. And a lot of those reputations overlap very strongly. It's kind of funny because certain racial stereotypes I think are associated with every race. So one racial stereotype that seems to be basically ubiquitous is being late to things, where I'm reasonably sure that I have heard every racial group that I have lived around has a reputation, including white people, has a reputation for being late all the time. And it's how can everybody have a rep? How can you? Why do you say? Why do we have all these random racist associations with these things that everybody does? If you're gonna just admit that everyone does it by making one for every group, it's very strange. It's very strange. Let's see. Yep, it is interesting being. It's interesting being different than the. Was this in Tokyo, or was this in a more rural area? Because I only ever got uncles coming up to me and wanting to talk about World War II. That was what I got in Tokyo. I never got young women approaching me in the street. I also wasn't wearing a uniform, though. Yeah. I've never been to Okinawa. I remember that, like, when, like, one of my cousins was there for the Olympics. I don't remember where they were, but they were traveling around Japan in preparation. Actually, no, I don't think it was for the Olympics. Sorry, this was, like, some thing that's like the Olympics but isn't actually the Olympics. I don't remember what it was specifically, but they were doing rowing, and they're like 6'6" or something, and they were in some extremely rural area of Japan, and everyone's was just gaping at them. Like, everybody was just like looking at them like, what the fuck is going on? Because they're just so goddamn tall. And I mean, not just tall, they're also huge because they're a rower, right? Just like fucking built. But they would talk about, like, you know, oh yeah, everybody would just like openly gape at me in public because of how, like, unusual it is to see someone who looks like me in this particular area. Because it's like the thing I think that's kind of funny about that is, like, imagine if the first person you saw of a given, like, ethnicity in person is like 6'6". Like, that's the first person you see of a given racial group, and you're like someone who lives in, like, you know, basically bumfuck nowhere. So, like, you're not, like, seeing a lot of people who don't look exactly like you. I can easily imagine if, like, the first person that the people that I went to high school with saw of, like a given racial group were, like, 6'6" or whatever nonsense my cousin is, and you're just fully built, they'd be like, holy shit. But I don't know. The world may never know. Okay, let's dive straight into this shit. We need to immediately put an end to the ability of these fuckers to move away from me. But yeah, look at that resistance to their special effects. Like, hot damn. We didn't get a single madness proc there. Anyway, I haven't had anything like the like the random uncle coming up to talk to me about World War II in Singapore. That was a Japan exclusive thing. It was a very, very bizarre and uncomfortable interaction, to be sure. Oh, they have Dispel. Yes, that's suboptimal for me. Just purging all of my buffs. I'm gonna recast both of the buffs. I probably should have cast Day of the Gods with Miss Ollie. I should actually go grab another copy of that. And I do still have to be very concerned. I am in Instigib here because these can turn people to stone. And if they turn the wrong person to stone, that's GG right there. The paralysis is fine, but the red ones can turn people to stone. And if Nalira gets turned to stone, we just lose. So I need to get myself to a save point. Yeah, it would be very difficult for me to go down to para at this point. Because of the fact that it's tied to a physical attack hitting, and only like one enemy type in these packs can do it, it's extremely unlikely, I think. Oh, we got one insanity proc. Oh, hello. Ooh, we got a club. Okay, let's see, can I get far enough away? Yes, I can. Perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and just save this. And we also need to recast our protection spells. Because they just burst them. Dang stuff. Let's see. Yeah, now that we've saved, we're pretty chill. Luckily, this is actually a very tiny ceiling. Oh, I probably should have the immunity to unconsciousness thing equipped on everybody, because it's actually fairly important here. Okay, there we go. Okay. Actually, is this in the green? This is in the green right here. Let's go. So, we're all set. Pop that out. And we're just gonna dive in here. There's so many maddening eyes. Oh my god. Oh, hey, Agar. How's it going? Bye, Agar. We need to power cure off. Okay. That was fairly rough. Unfortunately, we can recast the protection for electricity, but it's not going to help us too much, most likely. The extra bosses are very nice. They're very cool. In addition to the fact that it's like just additional like fights, which I just love intrinsically, it's also just nice to have special encounters, just generally. Oh, good, they're coming in. All right. Can I get the I can probably get this one to rotate in. The question is whether I can get the other ones in. I don't know if I can or not. Okay, we don't. We hate that. That's some garbage. Okay, what we're gonna do? Actually, we can just dive. This is small enough that I can just dive straight in. Okay. Wunderbar. Got a book of learning. Got incinerate. And we don't have awaken, which means that we cannot wake anybody up right now. Except Phoenix. The one person. Let's see. I think this might cause eradication, but I do have resurrection there. So, no, it just causes death. So I think it gives a sizable boost to magic resistance, question mark. I guess I should have checked. And unfortunately, I can't do that. So we will cast Cure Weakness. We are still insane, which is fine. And we're all chill. So we've cleared out another pack. That's done. We're asleep, which means that our fly spell is no longer active. Let's go to the dragon place. God, it would be really nice to have an enemy to beat me up right about now. I was just saying I should have the unconsciousness effect blocked as I was in that dungeon. I was just like, I should probably protect myself from this happening. And then I just didn't do it. I just didn't do it. And it's very sad. It is very sad. Okay. So we have several Wyrms in here. I am not going to dive out there with my current resources. I am going to lure out some of them, and we will try to beat them up. That had no HP. What the fuck? Are these Wyrms way easier than they were before? Ash probably just critted for like 1500 or something. Well, he can't crit for 1500, I don't think. You probably crit it for something substantially smaller than 1500, but still pretty sizable. That would be my guess. We're going to cheat the power here. I think this is lethal. Okay, yeah. That was suboptimal. Oh, I didn't save at any point. Yeah, I should have probably not done that. Oh, you know what I can do, though? We can cast Protection from Poison again. Okay, let's go. They tagged the person that I need them to tag. So I can heal myself up. And I can get myself, hopefully, far enough away that they rotate where I want them to. Doesn't look like they're going to. I'm going to just walk outside. I'm going to walk, not outside the dungeon, but outside over here. Am I in the green at this entrance here? Not. So if I go over here, I should be able to trivially rotate those out, as you can see. And once they're rotated out, we just have to deal with half of the pack at that time, which is fairly manageable in my opinion. Well, we'll see if it's fairly manageable. Yeah, this shouldn't be technically difficult. There's only 3 of them. They only hit for like a few hundred damage. Do I dive the rest of them? That's the big question. Because the rest of them I might not be able... Actually, I can just dive them because if I'm here, the only thing that can hit me at first is the one in the back, and that's a weak one. So... Boom. Easy peasy. Oh, did we just get an artifact? Okay, what's that? It might have been an amulet. We are in the green here. Let's go. Okay. So this is a lot of base HP. Ring of Vigor. Oh, Lucius, let's go. Plus 30 speed? That is some garbage. Actually, that might not be better than the stuff that I've got equipped, to be perfectly honest. Let's see. This is 25 fire resist. This is 25 HP. I could put the speed in favor of instead of the HP. Not getting the best. They're not sending their best artifacts. You know, it's a problem. That is a lot of AC. That's a lot of AC right there. I like it. I like it. Okay, Let's see. Let's see here. Ah! Alright, let's dive. This is all gonna be fine. I didn't even see any Cuisinarts, so there's just a bunch of weaklings. Okay, there's a Cuisinart. Let's go. There's some more Cuisinarts. How hard do you hit? 1200? Easy. Easy. This is no problem. Easy game, easy life. But really, though, actually, that's pretty easy. Deal with you. Oh, buddies. You know what? I should have just dove them. Actually, it would have been faster. It would have been safer to dive them. Weirdly enough, that is a person at my door, presumably Well, now I understand why it is that they wanted to confirm that I was actually home. It was a fairly massive order of dirt that my wife had ordered, and they wanted to go through the itemized list to make sure that everything was correctly there, which it was. So, let's see here. Yeah, not sure what was going on there. I think they just mumble. I don't even think it was necessary. It was an accent thing, in part, but I think it was mostly the mumbling. I think it was mostly the mumbling. I have no idea. It was fairly easy to follow what they were saying in person compared to on the phone. On the phone, it was like completely incomprehensible. But it's like a mumbling quickly kind of thing. No idea. I would almost describe it as someone running a Singaporean accent through an AI filter. and then going very quickly so that people will hopefully not notice. I don't know. It was very strange because I could hear the turns of phrase that I associate with a Singaporean accent. But like, I don't know. I wonder if it's like it could be a speech impediment, which is something that you don't usually think about in terms of like why you're having difficulty with like understanding someone in like a metropolis, because it's usually a language barrier. But I don't think that was it. The world may never know what was going on there, but we do know that we have lots of worms to kill. And a ton of vermiculite. Stone and premature aging immunity. That would be really great if I could equip it. That would be really great if I could equip it. Let's see. Unfortunately, can't equip it on the person that it matters for. Mine hurts so bad. That's not bad. It's a good amount of cold resist. Paralysis and fear immunity. If I tag this onto... I'm going to tag this onto you. I'm going to lose 20 AC, and that's fine. And in the process, I am gaining full immunity to one of the most dangerous status effects on a target who can cure it. So we no longer have to worry about the entire party being paralyzed. That's just not a thing that can happen anymore. Also, I don't think I have anything else that can cause insanity, so I should just... Nope, that was not the right target. I should just cure that. Okay, cure weakness, cure weakness. And moving forward. How are we doing on haste? 1 hour. Oh, Jesus. We're going to grab the melees. Burn through them. There was a... I thought I saw a Cuisinart just now. Apparently it did not. I shouldn't be looting mid-combat. It's more fun to wait until the end. get a ring. That is 49 electric resistance? What the fuck? Okay. Let's go. Ancient Supreme Axe of Infernos. You know, it's not best in slot, but it's pretty damn good. You know, that's a pretty solid effect. Alright, I'll loot this barrel. Nothing of super importance. Nobody else can use axes, so I don't think I'm going to equip that. I don't think that I need to, like, worry about, like, targeting a specific vulnerability or anything like that. And I think that was fear and paralysis, right? Recast haste. Hello, Cuisinart. Goodbye, Cuisinart. Hello, other Cuisinart. Farewell, other Cuisinart. That's pretty solid. Oh, jeez. How many Cuisinarts are on me right now? Several? Oh, boy. The Cuisinarts don't fuck around. Okay, we're fine now, I think. They do hit like trucks. But even if there's only a couple of them, we're still fine. God, that was way rougher than I was expecting. Okay. I thought we had gotten enough armor class at this point that we could comfortably handle a couple of Cuisinarts, but no. No, no, no. Need. Thank you. Okay. Okay, we got another Cuisinart in the back. Alright, for this pack, do I want to just deal with one side at a time? I think I'm going to try to do that. Because basically, if I'm on one of these sides, the enemies on the other side can hit me, but the ones that I'm right next to can't. So, and there aren't that many in this pack, so. It's a pretty good amount of resistance. Long Sword of Thunderbolts, 26 fire resistance. Okay. Gotta go get Poleaxe. And Spirit, let's go. Plus 10 to all resists is pretty okay. This is 47 AC, which isn't quite as good as my highest tier shield right now. Let's see here. What was I thinking about? Oh, right, yeah, the Spirit Ring. It's not going to be a huge upgrade right now, unfortunately, because I do not have... I don't use Spirit for most things now, so it just makes the Guardian Angel effect last a bit longer. So I'm gonna contemplate whether I want to equip that immediately. My guess is probably not. I'm gonna. I'm gonna be very excited when I get access to. Okay, can I just burn through these here? I think the others are hitting me as well. They are definitely hitting me as well. We're popping out. Those are in this room now. Perfect. So these have rotated all the way in, which means that I can just dive them. Look at that. Look at all that. All that mayhem. Let's see. Okay. That is interesting. This is a fairly big upgrade, actually. Speed, fire resistance, and accuracy. Okay. And it looks we're almost done in here. We've already only got one more room to clear. I'm gonna try to just dive in, which was a bad idea. There are Cuisinarts in this pack. And I've gone in a very strange direction here that will hopefully pay out. That is suboptimal. Cast Cure Weakness. Okay, we got the pair on one of them. One of them's running away. Okay, we're all clear. That was spookier than it had to be. Spooky. Okay. So we still have... That was very dumb of me. Paralysis and fear immunity. Interesting. Unfortunately, that is a lower tier piece of armor. So I don't think I'm going to go for a lower tier piece of armor for that. It's a fairly large drop in armor class for a fairly marginal boost. Ooh, Ages! Immune to flesh to stone effects, shielding, 20 luck, and minus 20 speed, and 67 armor. So if I do this, this halves my thinger. So it has my damage output to equip that. So, what do we do? Ooh, Ancient Wizard Cap. Plus 50% spell damage and healing. Plus 41 might, 34. This is excessively good. So this should be a pretty sizable upgrade over this. Yeah, that is, you know, just a little bit of an upgrade. You know, just a bit. Freaking massive boost there. Weirdly enough, that even might be worth... If... This might be worth putting on a different character instead, actually. So, if I were to give you this... Because your thing was... One of you had a fairly garbage helm. If I give you this, you get a massive boost to most of your stats. You lose a little bit of speed. I think that this is going to be an upgrade overall. Okay. Holy Hammer. Spear of Ice. Okay. Interesting. So statistics. Increased chance of disarming. Speed. Sleep and unconsciousness immunity on a helmet. It's interesting. 30 AC and 30 might. Let's find a thing to put this in place of. We can just immediately replace this. And you know what? I don't need this either. I'm gonna do this. Okay, so our damage output is going to be escalating, and that's good. And there is still an enemy here. It's a fleeing Cuisinart. There we go. So we fully cleared this area. So one of the major like end game loot bag areas is now cleared. We got a fairly good artifact that gives us metric fuck ton of armor class. I think I'm going to... I think I am going to equip this. This is going to give me an AC boost automatically, and we will lose a bit of speed, which is unfortunate, but I think that overall it's a worthwhile effect to have. And I will probably have to equip that when I'm dealing with more of the Agar's abominations and things like that. As grateful as I am to have your company, fuck off. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's do the Demon Stronghold next. That seems reasonable to me. Let's recast Haste. We'll recast Protection from Fire. And we can dive over here. We are in the green. We're just going to dive straight forward. My intention here is not to have to do anything particularly fancy and to just be able to walk straight forward and murder them all. I like doing this as kind of a general power check for my party when I get to this point. And it looks like we're in fairly good shape to deal with this kind of a problem. Is that poison or is that disease? It's poison. Good. Cure the poison. Done. Alright, so we've cleared this. Very quick and easy. We can now pop south. We've now done 4 of the dungeons, and we can pop over here to do the 5th. This is... Oh, right, yeah. I guess I should probably kill the Minotaur Kings, huh? But yeah, the instant death effects are a lot less dangerous than you'd think. When you have all of your things up. It's critically important when you're dealing with things like Minotaurs, anything that can proc instant death or eradication on you. It is so important to remember that that is an effect that's based off of your magic resistance. If you can get a shit ton of magic resistance, it is going to save your life. And it is possible to get the probability of those actually proccing on you extremely low. You just have to have a lot of resist. I think it's like... It has some ratio with like 30 or something like that, right? So like you have the ability to drop it down. Like at this point, if it even procs, it's like got like a 1 in 5 chance of success of getting through the resistance, even if it otherwise would have hit, right? So it's like it has to do the hit check, and then it has to get through the resistance, and the resistance on it is, I think, something like... Yeah, I think it's like it has like a 1 in 5 chance if it isn't there. But it might be 15, so it might even be closer to like a 1 in 10 chance. I don't really know for sure. I couldn't say for sure. But it is pretty solid regardless. So we're just going to check the sides here quick. When compared to things like endurance checks and like personality checks and stuff like that, the magic resistance checks are just way easier to deal with. And the poison resistance for that matter, because poison resistance is also used for poison. I don't think poison resistance is used for disease. I think disease is an endurance check. I could be wrong on that, though. I'd have to go look at the gray face side again. Okay. So we're just going to plow through this dungeon as fast as we can. Okay. So this place is going to be a little bit rough. We're going to need to deal with some shenanigans. Probably nothing too crazy. I don't know how bad the drakes are going to get. Well, I don't even know if the drakes exist. It could be a completely different enemy type over there now, for all I know. So we'll just have to see. But if it is the drakes, they're generally not too bad. Let's try to get... I should not have moved to a point where the Minotaur King was... Oh. Is it confused? I thought they could hit me through there. I thought they had line of sight on me through this gap. It didn't seem like it was actually launching any attacks. Okay. Okay, we have a Minotaur King. And we just need to get the Minotaur Kings behind a corner so that they're not able to throw the direct attack at us. The enchant item spell cannot proc effects like Of Darkness or Vampiric or anything like that, so I think it can get Swiftness, which is a fairly good effect, but I don't think it's as good on this mod as it is in vanilla. So like it would be possible for me to get an upgrade off of off of an unenchanted axe. Okay, so we're in the green. Let's save the game. We're gonna pop up here, and this does something for me, I think. There's a switch in the middle here somewhere, question mark. Okay. So we've tagged that switch. We're back in the green. I'm going to save the game. I'm going to drop down and then just pop right back up. Okay, that is Drake's. So that does rather heavily imply that Drakes are the thing that we're going to be dealing with in the other room, since we know that they're already in the zone. Hello. Hello, friends. Okay. So there's a toast. I don't think they respawn if I jump out again. Okay, I should probably swap this to you for now. Just for this pull. Okay, no more stone effects. I'm just gonna dive down. Okay, there is a king right behind me. There's another king here. Get it behind a corner so that it can't kill us instantly, and we're chill. God, the fact that they can't kill you instantly with a melee swing is such a big deal. Okay, we got the para on one of the Minotaur Kings. We need to recast our Angel. Okay, we need to actually back off because we're taking too much damage. And we're going to pop Power Cure. And pop behind this corner. This will hopefully split the pack enough that... What? God damn it, Hades. Okay. Wow. It tagged Nalira, who is immune to death. Let's go. Ooh. Too bad my people who use personality can't use it. Let's see here. We're recasting haste, casting cure weakness. Why are we in slow motion? Right, this one is parried. Can burn that. Burn that. Hello, buddy. I think there's two of the kings out there. Yes. Is it above me? Yes. Okay. I'm just gonna pop up here, I guess. Done. Okay. Now we need to clear you out. And this is the place that we would be generally expecting to find our late game axes for Ashcore. This is probably the most likely place to find the good stuff there. I don't know how likely it is to actually do so, though. Which one is it? It's this one, looks like. Okay, so save it up. Let's get down here. recast haste. This leads me to here. That is a gigantic pile of drakes. So we're going to rotate the drakes into position. I think this room has an easy and clean solution, but I don't remember what that solution is, unfortunately. I might be able to just rotate these to a position where I can just hit them from here. It doesn't look like it, though. Maybe? Yes, I think I can, like, jump up onto this, maybe? Oh, that's a problem. I'm trapped in the terrain. Okay. We're gonna reload. That's rough. Rough stuff. Okay, we're gonna try this again. And one thing that we can try to do here is we can actually just try to jump up at the enemies and just not worry about it too much. Like, I can just jump into this pack. And we didn't take that much damage there, honestly. So... yeah, the drakes here are not as strong as, like, dragons or anything like that. And my relative power level compared to fairly low-level enemies is a lot higher now than it is on vanilla because of the life steal and the SP steal. I have so much passive resource generation that even if I could do something like this on normal, it wouldn't be feasible to cast all of these jump spells and to do all this stuff because I'd just be losing resources over time. You max out at +1 SP regen per 5 minutes. So this is +50 poison resistance. That's a lot. I'm gonna leave it there anyway because I'm a crazy person. But let it be known that that's a really huge amount. I don't think I need int on Ash. Is there anything that I need to do in this room? Or is this room just for... is there a way to, like, jump out of this room? I don't think so. Well, that was silly of me. I needed to be in there, so that was very silly of me. Go over here. Rotate back over there. Pop up here. I think there's like a switch or something I need at some point around here. Is there not? Oh. Oh shit. Okay. And this does actually just go right back in here, so I didn't even need to do anything special there. Alright, let's clear out the rest of this area first. I don't think they can hit me with the instant death from here, so... It's a pretty big hit, though. Yeah, they hit for up to 1,400 damage, which is pretty heavy. It's not instant death, but it ain't far from it. Okay. It's done. Speed. The egg. Reflex. Death Mace. There's a lot of these lookouts. Okay. So, does that mean that we're done over here? I think it might. Insanity and SP Drain Immunity, that would be really solid if it was a different item type. So this door won't budge. I do not remember how to get that door open. I'm going to assume it's tied to a switch somewhere. Over here, maybe. Let's see here. I probably missed a switch somewhere. We don't have that long left on our other buffs, so... Plop over here. Alright, so we have a shit ton of drakes here. It was actually kind of silly of me to even do that. I probably should have just left those. And we're going to see if I could just rotate these to me and then just jump up and burn through them. I think that that's probably how I want to try to handle this. Those are in an unfortunate position directly above the pit, though. You know what? It's fine. We're going to do it anyway. There we go. Okay. So now... we are immune to the instant death effect here. Not quite, actually. We do still have the ability to get paralyzed to death, but only if everybody gets paralyzed. And is that all of them? Okay, I think that's all of the abominations for now. I am going to jump up at this, just in case there's another thinger here that I need to worry about. Done. Are there more down there? Yes. So... no more abominations, though. So... let's go over here. And we can swap our gear around again. What? No. Why? I don't even remember that trap. Well, that's a damn nuisance. I don't think I can jump out of this. So. Oh, hello, friend. Oh, okay, so this is the door that wouldn't budge before. So all we're looking to do is toggle that thing. And we can save it up. Okay. This is all a bunch of low-level garbage, I think, so I don't think I need to worry about this particular spot. Instead... Nope. Okay. Could you not? Thank you. Alright. We can save the game. So... where's the switch? I'm trying to remember. I thought this is it already? Did I already do it? Because I hit the switch here, which I'm fairly sure is one of the switches that I need to hit. Oh, it doesn't open until you come to it. I forgot. Right, there's the overlook here. And then we clear out you. There's a thing there. Open that. Alright, let's pull Lurch. So Lurch is 1,000 to 1,500 max HP. Or not max HP, max damage. I am an idiot. And oh shit, we don't have access to the. Oh shit, that was. We need to cast Guardian Angel. Okay. Lurch is down, dropped a relic. Let's go. So, what did Lurch drop? Chronos, plus 100 HP and minus 50 luck. So, 40, 13, plus 25. I don't think that that's going to come anywhere near being competitive. With the reduction in luck, that's not going to be competitive damage. And 100 max HP isn't really super relevant for Ashcore. Increases the effect of dark spells. That's the inverse of what we need. So if that was a light magic booster, we'd be in really good shape. Unfortunately, it wasn't, so we're not. Alright, I believe we are fully done with this dungeon. And we can just meander out of here now. Cool beans. And that means that we're done with this area. Question mark. So I think we need to put down a Lloyd's. I need to figure out where I need to put it exactly. There isn't a teleporter from here to somewhere else, I don't think. I'm trying to remember what the teleporter network even looks like. Further left than right. Yeah. don't remember what the teleporter network looks like. Hermit's Isle leads to somewhere. Once we get to Hermit's Isle for the first time. So we have 8 levels worth of experience. That's not too shabby. It is what time? It is about midnight, so we're going to go straight to whatever our next destination is after this. We have ended winter. We got the jeweled egg. We got this. We didn't put the statuette down. I don't think. Did I put the statuette down? I might have actually put that down already. I think I did. So we can cast fly, and I think we're good to go. So Kriegspire's done. We need to plop down a beacon here. We need to turn in some quests and all that jazz. But I think I'm just going to turn in the quests that are here for now. And then I will continue on next time. I'm not planning on just doing one zone every day from now on. That's been a trend for a little bit now. That is not the intended way for me to play through the rest. I just don't want to overexert my arms right now because they are very, very sore from bouldering, and having to continuously hold them up and do the arcane shit that I'm doing with my hands. It's not super nice on the already damaged body. So we've done that. We did the Devil's Outpost thing. We've ended winter. The Cure for Slicker Silver Tongue, I think. I don't even know if we can do that yet. I don't remember the details there. Let's see here. Eel-infested waters we can get to from a different place eventually, I think. But for now, we're just going to set a beacon. No, we're not going to do it yet. We're going to go straight to where we need to be for our price-fixing quest. And then we're going to set the beacon here. Okay. And I believe... Let's see, do we have anything else that we need to do? I don't think so. I think this has been a pretty good... pretty good little stream. We got a pretty decent number of upgrades that'll help us out a considerable amount. Unfortunately, we haven't found anything else that gives us immunity to eradication yet, I don't think. We will do a little bit of inventory management if we have anything to identify. Looks like we don't. And we're still on the lookout for some... Honestly, some lifesteal stuff would be nice to have for the 2 paladins. And it also, especially for Ash, actually. But Ash got a really, really nice axe today. This is a big deal. And I think the next thing we're going to do is probably pump bodybuilding to 12. It's possible right now for us to... But I don't even know that I need to. Endurance is giving a really big boost. And bodybuilding gives skills squared extra max HP. I'll check the amount that would give me. What is it? What would I get from 12? 12 squared is 144, so just that 1 point I'd get 144 max HP out of. That seems crazy good. I feel like I almost have to do that, right? Currently have 112 from bodybuilding. So I think getting up to at least 12 will allow me to survive the energy damage that's going to be coming in later pretty effectively. So yeah, I think I'll probably get it up to 12. I don't really want to put myself in a position where I'm struggling way more than I need to be in the late game. This. I'm at the point now where I should be in the point where I'm accelerating in power as opposed to decelerating. And so as a result of that, I do think that I want to get the bodybuilding. If I get it up to 12, that's several hundred hit points that I'm gaining as like maximum, which with several hundred extra HP, we should be okay against most of the enemies that we're going to be facing off with. The problem is going to be like swarms of dragons and stuff like that, right? So it's tempting at this point to descend very deeply into bodybuilding. It's fairly cheap to build bodybuilding with people. So it's actually very tempting to just pump it to 20. Because if I get bodybuilding 20, just the 20th point is 400 max HP. So if I were to go from 12 to... There's no way that this average is going to work. But if we were to go with 544 divided by 2... This is not correct, but we're doing some fuzzy math here. So if we were to do this, it looks... we could get, hypothetically, something like close to like 2,000 HP just from pumping ourselves up to 20 bodybuilding. That seems crazy. Now, admittedly, the average that I'm doing here is not actually accurate. This is definitely not correct. But I think that it should be in the same ballpark as the real number, and I'm way too lazy to calculate the real number. So we're going to go with this ballpark estimate that's very wrong. But that should give us a shit ton of HP to play with. And then we just have healing throughput to deal with. Now, the other thing that we have to deal with at that point is the fact that Ashcore is going to be like permanently below 40% probably. So there's that to be taken into account as well, is that at that point Ashcore is not going to be getting the bonus damage, I don't think. But that's fine. So that's going to be it for right now. So thank you for watching. It has been a pleasure to stream this for you today. Next time we will be probably pumping some bodybuilding and going to like Hermit's Isle or something. I think if we get the Hermit's Isle teleporter, that takes us to... Does it take us to Freehaven and the other place? Or does it just take us to Freehaven? I'm going to have to look up all the teleporters, because I don't remember where I need to put my my Lloyd's Beacons down. So I'll figure that out. But anyway, that's it for now. See you later, folks.